lovelies, welcome back to another Stir Fry Tuesday. I'm telling you what, I've got that many stir fry recipes coming out me wok, it's not funny. Okay, I'll write the recipe down below for you guys as always. So the first thing we need is 500 grams of chicken tenderloins, or you can use 500 grams of chicken thigh fillets if you want to as well. Alright, and the first thing we want to do is cut them in strips, really thin strips. Once the chicken is all sliced up thinly, we need Chinese 5 spice, and we need half a teaspoon sprinkled on there. Now we need sesame oil, and we need 1 teaspoon sprinkled on there. Now the sesame oil you can get from the Asian section of almost any grocery store. Now you want 1 clove of garlic crushed and put in there, or like me, 1 heaped teaspoon of jar garlic. Now we need 1 tablespoon of oil, any oil you can get your hands on. Obviously I love using my olive oil, so I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of olive oil in there. Now with a fork or a spoon we want to mix it in really well. Once we've got all that goodness mixed through, we want to wrap it in Glad wrap and stick it in the fridge while we do the rest. Now for this recipe you need approximately 125 grams of broccoli. Now you can either use Chinese broccoli, you can use broccolini, you can use fresh broccoli, or you can just use the mangy frozen stuff like me. So what I'm going to do this time is, once it's thawed out, is I'm just going to cut it thinly this way and leave the stalk on and cut it into small pieces. So if you're using the broccolini, just chop it right off at the top and just use all the top bits. Alright, so we need 1 small capsicum, and I've got 1 bok choy left from last time and it has to be used up. So the bok choy is not in the recipe, but I'm just going to chuck it in there because I've got it. So if you've got any left over from last time, whack it in there as well. You just cut this end off, you cut the leaves off, and then I'm just going to slice it really thin. So these are our stir fries, so there's no rules, you can chuck whatever you want in them, alright? But the main things you need is the broccoli and the capsicum. So cut that really thin, and with the capsicum we're going to gut it and slice that really thin as well. Once we've sliced our veggies up, we set them aside, and now we want to get 3 large spring onions or 6 small ones out, and we want to slice them up and put them in a separate bowl because we're going to cook them at separate times. So with the spring onions, I'll just cut them right on that angle. Once we've sliced them up, set them aside. Now we need to get a 440 gram pack of thin egg wok ready noodles. It doesn't have to be 440 grams, just whatever you can get, alright? As long as they're already pre-cooked ones. So you just cut open your packet. Inside the packet we've got 2 packs of these yummy things ready to go. So I'll just cut the tops off and have them sitting there ready to go. Now we need to have 2 teaspoons of fresh grated ginger ready and set aside, but if you're like me and you can't afford it because it costs a fortune, I'm just going to use 2 teaspoons of the jar ginger, but have that ready to go as well. Alright, now we want to get a jug out. We want to put 2/3 of a cup of water in there. We want to put 1 tablespoon of dry sherry in there. That's just the one I get. I just go in and just ask for cooking sherries. They're really cheap. I think it was like $8 a bottle and it lasts forever. And we want 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce. We want to add 1 heaped teaspoon of corn flour, and we want to mix it in really well and set it aside. After we've done that, we want to get our wok out. We want to put it on just under half and heat her up. Now for the fun part, getting our wok on. Okay, so heat her up, chuck in our chicken. Now you don't need to put any oil in because we've already done that. The oil's in the chicken. Now we want to cook it until it's almost cooked. Alright, now our chicken's almost cooked. We want to add our broccoli and capsicum. We want to add our 2 teaspoons of grated ginger, or our 2 teaspoons of jar ginger, and we want to flick it around for about a minute. Righty, a minute later we want to give our jug mix a stir. We want to chuck her in there. We want to bring it back up to the boil, and we want to boil it just for a couple of minutes until it thickens up a little bit. A couple of minutes later, put in your spring onion. Lucky I put my glasses on. I've just seen a little piece of hair in the spring onion. It's like, no! If I didn't put my reading glasses on, I wouldn't have seen that. Alright, once your spring onion goes in, you want to break all your noodles up in there. Give it a good toss around for a couple of minutes until we heat those noodles up. And just like that, baby, we're done.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Well, there you have it, my friends. Stir-fried chicken and ginger noodles. Quick, Simple, yummy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves an awesome night, and I'll catch you on Thursday. Bye.